Space, the final frontier. But what if it weren't? What if we were to go beyond space and into time? The mistakes of the past erased, the future reborn, the mortal and immortal made to decide their destiny together. Time is no longer an arrow, but an infinite expanse of possibilities. Explore this strange new world. Boldly go where not even a cue has gone before.
Hello, watch lovers. Welcome back to my Canada. My name's Robert, and on my channel today, we are looking at a Breitling automatic watch. This one here belongs to one of my relatives, and when they saw that I was tinkering with watches here, they asked if I could take a look at this one and see if it can get back up and running here. So unfortunately, they had a little bit of a mishap with it, and the person wearing it fell and broke the winding stem. So the crown got completely sheared off. So it also looks like they've lost one of the chronograph pushers here. So let's take a look and see if this even is still working. Since it's automatic, let's give it a little bit of a, see if it winds, and yes, that's a good sign. Let's give it a bit more. And it's looks like it survived the impact. It just needs to get that winding stem back on. Looks like they scraped the sapphire crystal too. I'm not sure if I can get some. I know there are polishes out there for sapphire crystals, but we'll see. About the main purpose is to get this at least usable again. Let's also inspect it, see if he did something else to it. We'll zoom out here so we can take a closer look. Bracelet here, has he done anything to that? Doesn't look like it. Nothing catches my eye right off the bat. We'll take that bracelet off and at least get it cleaned up a bit. All right, so moving right along, we will get the case back off and see if we can get that winding stem out. And as for this here, am I gonna have enough to grab onto, or am I gonna have to use some ammonium and dissolve that stem out of there? We'll have to see. Okay, let's see what we can do. Well, these pin vices I bought recently, hoping that they'd have enough to grab onto, but there doesn't appear to be enough of the winding stem sticking out for it to grab on. So we're going to have to go with plan B, which is to put this in that. If you look at one of my previous videos, I had used some of this alum to dissolve the winding stem. So we're going to do that to get this out of the crown, so we can put a new stem in. I don't know if you can see this, but there looks to be some more damage here. Not major, but that pin is popped out completely, and it looks like over here it's actually bent. So we're gonna have to obviously replace those too. How does this one look here? I probably could use a new one too. I don't know what was going on there, but all right, let's get this bracelet off and see if we can get the back off. See what that stem looks like inside. While we got the crown with the broken stem soaking in the aluminum solution, let's get the rest of this apart and see if we can get this other part of the stem out of this watch. So we'll get the bracelet off. Okay, that. Let's see about getting the back off. There we are. Some scratches or something on the inside there. Not sure what that's from. And with me moving it around there, it had wound itself, which is good. She's still running after all that banging. So now let's get this crown, or not the crown, sorry, this stem out. And there we go. After about 24 hours soaking in the aluminum, we have got rid of the old piece of the stem that was stuck in there. So now we'll get a new stem in and adjust it to the right length. Once we find the right stem, move right along. All right. Now we can get a better grip on that stem there and get it out. To get the winding stem out, we're going to push down in this hole. Sat beside the winding stem. The winding stem's been pulled out to as far as it will go, and then a little tab appeared in that hole. And now we'll just pull the winding stem out as such. But while I was doing this, something doesn't quite look right with this movement. I don't know if you noticed it earlier when I took the back of this watch case off, but this movement doesn't quite look right. Can you guys spot what I'm talking about?
It's a fake. No! No!
Well, that's right, everybody. This movement is not a Breitling movement. It's a cheap Chinese mechanical movement put in this watch and made to look like a real Breitling. So we have a fake watch going on here. Since my brother-in-law likes to wear it, I'll keep going and finish fixing the broken stem. But just this gives us all an opportunity to see what exactly they can put inside these fakes here. So, as you saw with the crown, I got the broken stem out with the aluminum solution. So we'll start getting the crown and stem back together. So what I have here is a stem extension piece. Inside here, the vise is the part that will screw into the broken stem that is from the watch right here. So, and then we'll just have to trim it back to fit overall, because we probably lost maybe 3 or 4 millimeters when it broke there. So we'll just do a check that we've got somewhere where we can screw in now. Like that. So it's gonna work. We'll just get this all put together and trim it to fit. And let's get this. We have to put in the vise. Might make it easier that way. Yeah. Let's put it in the vise there. That. Right. Okay. Now, see what we're dealing with for length. We will put the spacer in. Okay, I won't bore you with putting this in. Hold on. Now with the spacer in, let's see what we're dealing with for positioning. Why isn't that? It's probably not going in because it's not lined up exactly, maybe. Okay. Stand by. Now let's get this winding stem measured so we can trim it and then finish our coffee break. We're dealing with 8.1. Remember that number? All right, we can do 8.1, but where we mark it, we are going to cut back a little bit from that, because like a haircut, you can take, you always take more off later if it's not quite right, but if you take too much, then there's no going back and you have to start all over again. So mark 8.1, and then we'll cut it, trim it, and see how it looks there. Now we'll take the cutters and trim off the excess here. So we'll line up the cutters with, and just below that line, we'll trim it off. And wherever that piece went, we'll never find it. All right, and just to get rid of some of the burrs, okay, put it back on and see how it fits. Now we'll get it back in, and actually I just want to see if I can tighten it more here. No, that's not going to work, but all right, let's get the movement back over and we'll see how it looks. Alrighty, get that in there and lock her in. Just don't want to go in easily the first time, do you? There we go. I think I got it in there now. Nope, hasn't locked in yet. Almost there. All right, we're locked in. So it looks like maybe we have to shave off just a little bit more. Or how does that look with the back on? Yeah. We need to shave a bit more there. And that's what we'll do. While we're waiting for that glue to set on the crown and stem, why don't we put this bracelet in the ultrasonic and see if we can clean it up a little bit, just so it looks a little better. There we are. Ran it for a few cycles and we'll dry it off and see how it looks. Water looks a little dark, so I'd say it was a little dirty, if you can see that in the video. But yeah, it's cleaner than it was. Now let's get a little drop of glue and we will attach the rest of the stem to the crown extension and we should be good. Fingers crossed. Okay, I'll let that set and then we'll get it back into the watch. Let's try it out. Trying to get it to lock in. Doesn't want to. There we go. I think it's in now. Nope, didn't lock in. Okay, let's pause for a minute. Now I think it's in. There we go. So right now it's That's 224. There. Good. And we can wind it again and change the time. Get the back on this. And we'll get the wrist bracelet back on. Goes in like that. So let's get the pin started. Actually, here. And we will insert those pins into the case. And here we are, all back together. Bracelet, winding stem, and we are able to wind it and change the time. Okay. Thank you everybody for staying with me and enjoying this repair of this watch's winding stem and crown. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, a like or even a subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And that way you can see what's going to be on the next video if you click that little bell. Okay, thanks again everybody. Enjoy your start of 2025 here, and I hope you all are staying safe and have a great year ahead of you. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.